Okay everyone, I'm done with building my paper mache crayon and it is dry. I feel that there's no wet spots on it, so I'm ready to paint it. In your sculpture level 3 basket, you will find a little tiny cup. This is where you're gonna mix up your paint color. And I also want you to find a pretty thick brush because you're gonna be painting a pretty big object. I am going to scoop some colors into my cup to try and mix up my own unique crayon color. So I'm kind of trying to invent a color. So you can start with whatever colors you want. I think I want to make maybe kind of like a light green color. So I'm going to take some yellow, and you don't need a lot, but you probably will need a few scoops of each color that you use. Wash your brush when you're switching colors. Wash and dry 2 times to make sure you have no color left on there. And then take your second color that you want to mix together. I would not suggest to take more than 2 to 3 colors mixing together, because once you have too many colors mixed, it starts to just create brown. All right, now I can take these 2 colors, mix them up, and see how it looks. That looks pretty nice. But I want my lime green color for my crayon to be a little bit lighter, so actually I want to take all that paint off. Wash my brush, and I'm gonna get a little bit more, 1 more scoop of yellow. That's the color I was trying to go for. I was trying to go for a nice grass spring green. All right, so I invented a new color, pretty cool. I'm gonna use that color now to paint my whole crayon, top to bottom. Now, I don't wanna waste this color. I have to paint this all in 1 day. I cannot save this color because it's all gonna dry out by the time I get to art next week. So I gotta do this kind of fast. I gotta mix up my color. I gotta paint all my crayon. Now you'll notice that when you start to paint your crayon, you have some little cracks and you'll see some white. Those spots, you wanna dab your brush to get the color in the cracks. So you can start by wiping and then dab in the cracks. All right, so you're gonna have to paint all the sides of it, really use up all that color there, and get your whole crayon painted. All right, when you finish painting your whole crayon, you can wash your brush and you can throw away your cup. You don't need this cup anymore, it's disposable. This can get thrown away in the garbage. And then you're going to go into your sculpture basket and you're going to find a little piece of paper with an oval on it. We just finished painting here. That looks good. No more spots left. Oop, 1 more spot. There we go. All right, wash my brush, throw away my cup. In my basket, I'm gonna next find a little piece of paper with some ovals on it. I am going to take one of the ovals and I'm going to write a unique name for my crayon color. I'm gonna invent the name for my crayon color. I think I wanna call mine Spring Green. And I'm writing this with a black marker or Sharpie, and I'm gonna cut that out. Leave the rest of the ovals for the other friends, so put it back in your sculpture basket. See, I have all my materials here in my sculpture basket. And then I'm gonna cut the oval out along the black line, and I'm going to take a glue bottle and I'm going to glue my label onto my crayon. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my label right here with a glue bottle. So imagine I have glue on there and I'm gonna stick it down. And then my crayon is complete. Awesome. Sometimes when you look at crayons, you might also see like little details on the crayon, like Crayola crayons have these like little lines here. If you want to use your paintbrush after your color is dry, you can try and do some of those little details, but you don't have to. Probably want to switch to a skinnier brush when you're doing these tinier details, because this brush I'm using is really big. And you can color in some of those details if you want. It's up to you. All right, friends, that's how we finish our crayon. You're going to put this on the sculpture cart, wherever Mrs. Buhner tells you where that is, so it can dry. All right, all finished.